Hey, it's Pete Gluzak from the Bass University. I'm here today. I'm talking about Pete's Quiet Killer. It's a little flat-sided crankbait that I designed along with Bob Allen, who's been carving crankbaits for about 50 years. It's a very, very unique tool. I designed it specifically for fishing in very, very shallow water, especially if you have grass or wood around. It's a dynamite triggering bait that it will get them to bite when the big, loud, rattling crankbaits, wide wobbling crankbaits won't work. It's a tight wobbling, flat side. It's a killer. It's really a dynamite bait, and we're fishing right here around a lot of hydrilla grass and wood, and this is where this thing really shines. And how I fish it, I'm going to cast out beyond the grass, and I get into the grass, and I don't rip it and snap it out like you would when you're really trying to get those aggressive strikes. I'm just using real light twitches of the rod tip, and what it does is it causes that bait to pop right through that grass without hanging up and trigger strikes like you can't believe. So it's a dynamite little bait for that. I weighted it so that it's kind of nose down in a defensive position, which is a really good triggering deal for hard to catch fish. And when you stop reeling it, it does something cool. It flashes sideways, just like a bluegill does. You ever see a bluegill stop in the water and he flares out and turns to stop? That's what this bait does. It triggers strikes in those very, very difficult conditions. And that's what I designed it for. A lot of baits work when a crankbait bite's on and it's easy, but it's hard to get a crankbait bite in extremely low tide like we have here, low water, bright skies, clear water. Those are the situations that I designed this bait to thrive in. River fish. They're stomping. The Quiet Killer. Working right here on the edge of this grass. Look, both hooks in the mouth. Whoo! That's a Delaware River. Nice one, man. That's the kind that the elite boys will be seeing. There's lots of those in the river. But looking for my needle nose pliers, which are flipped around here somewhere. He's got these hooks now. I put these Gamakatsu EWG trebles on there. They're the best treble. They just catch them. They just hold the fish better than most other crankbaits. But I'm just working this the Quiet Killer on the edge of the eelgrass and hydrilla. Man, that's what I designed it for, and it is dynamite at triggering strikes from these fish in these conditions. That's beautiful. And you got to have a bait that can get through the grass. That's where this bait really shines. You're able to, just delicately finesse. I'm sitting in 4 feet of water. There he is. Another one. Oh, right at the boat. I'm just able to real delicately work this bait through this grass and catch these fish. And that's what we're trying to do. But it's hard to have a bait that can really be efficient at doing that. And that's just a nice average, a little bit better than average size fish here for the river that we're fishing today. So you gotta love that when they want the bait when they have the front hook in their mouth, like he does right there. That's an important thing to know when you're crankbait fishing. A lot of times they'll catch the tail hook. That kind of means they're interested in it. You triggered the strike, but it's not really the right color for them or the right action. But in this case, he got the front hook, and that's just a nice fall bass fishing shallow wood, shallow hydrilla with the Quiet Killer. I mean, what I did was I threw the bait up on the bank, and as I was reeling it, as I approached the grass, he stormed out and just stomped it. But I mean, the fish came out about 6 inches of water. It's amazing how shallow you can catch some nice quality fish with this bait. Thank you. There's one. Nice fish. Not a nice thing. Right up on that hydrilla edge, man. Gotcha! Getting that front hook, baby. Nice.